82% of accountants now believe that the accountancy skill is much more in demand than before. And 79% of accountancy service is only bookkeeping and accounting service. So if you are searching whether you want to go ahead with the accountancy skill as your career, as your profession, then this video is exactly for you. I will discuss the main points which caused myself to go with the accountancy as my own career. Stay with me till the end of the video. Hi, this is Milad from Accounting World with Akbar Education. Welcome to your own channel. Today we are going to discuss why we should choose accountancy as our own career. Then the decision is of course in your hand, but let's discuss each point individually of why accounting is a good profession for your career. Number one, job opportunity and a good salary just at the back of accounting department and accounting skill. Remember, there are lots of opportunities for accountants all over the world in various types of industry. So if you would like to go in a various industry and work in a variety of industries and in any country you want, accountancy is for you because they have a very good stable salary. If you would like to receive that salary and have a normal relaxed life with a bit of saving for your future, then accountancy is exactly for you. I saw there are many opportunities all over the world, all over many sectors and industries for me. That's why I decided let's go with accountancy. If I hit to go with the manufacturing industry, then I will leave it, of course, will go ahead with the IT department, with the IT sector. And exactly if I don't like the IT sector, I will go with something in service industry. I will go with something in health sector or in financial sector, whatever you want. So the decision is totally yours, but there are variety of opportunities. Every company in each country, whether the company is small or big one, they need accountants. They need accountants to go ahead with recording the transactions, preparing the reports, or sharing that report with many type of stakeholders involved. Even preparation of the tax filing, tax return, and these things need accountants and bookkeeper. Today's the governments are coming with many regulations and rules on accountancy and reporting purpose, which the accountants is the best guy who can provide that. So if you are a owner of the business, of course you will prefer somebody to know accountancy and come and work for you, that at least rescue you from the punishment of the government. That's why accountancy skill is much more in demand, and there are high job opportunities everywhere in the world. Point number two, even if you're working in any other area, if you would like to do anything else, you need to have financial knowledge for your own self, for your own life. You receive a salary, you have some expenditure during the period, you are paying tax, and you need a budget. The budget preparation, controlling that expense, and preparing your report for the tax purpose need accountancy skills. Even if we go ahead, a bit ahead, if you love to be independent in future and you love to go ahead with saving, with investment in stock, bonds, crypto, ETF, and whatsoever, it is good that you know some accountancy. Even if you deliver for a fund manager some amount of cash and they are doing the accountancy for you, they are doing the financial services for you, and they are doing the investment all by themselves, they will send you a quarterly report, they will send you an annual report. You need to understand what is written there, what is the value of my asset there, net asset value of my investment totally. So Everything there needs your understanding. If you are a student, you have received loan, you are paying how much interest on that, how much time it will take that you cover your loan, or even if you are deciding whether you go with that loan or no, is it worth that you receive that loan and you need to pay that for 10, 15, 20 years of your life or no? If you would like to go with the mortgage, how many years it will take that you return that on installments back to the government or banking or whatsoever? The decision on that will need some financial knowledge, which accountancy is the best one. It is your profession, you will use it for your own life, and you will be ahead of rest. Point number 3, come on, accountancy is the world of challenges. Every day you will see something new, even for the simple one, your debit and credit is not equal. You need to find it out why. What's the reason behind? There's a new regulations coming by the government and your company need to obey. You need to learn that. There is a new learning coming. There is a new challenge. There is a new requirement by the shareholder. There is a new requirement by the top management of the company. Every day a new challenge. Every day there will be something new, especially if you're working in audit sector. If you are an auditor, then every day, every period, you are going to meet a new client, and that client is working in a specific sector with the specific procedures and financial rules and regulations and new people as well. So what will happen? You will see something new and you will realize many things at the same time, and at the same time every day you are watching and facing a new challenge will make your world totally in a variety of systems. So if you like to not be in a boring profession and see something new every day, then accountancy is of course for you. If you want a very stable job, a very stable profession, which you just well dress and work during the weekdays without not requirement of too much overtime working, then accountancy is for you. With accounting, you will go in the morning well suited and will return to home well suited, in a very clean. You do not need to work in dirty jobs. It's a well dressed, well suited, booted, and everything looks good and a stable situation. You are in a clean and a stable situation. Then accountancy is for you. You can decide based on that whether you would like to go with that exact thing or it is a bit different. I remember I was working in one of the internet service providers. A bit theory was different there. I was working in a very normal timing from 8 to 4 5 p.m. and returning to home. There was no weekend work, but at the same time there were many engineers who were working with me, like together in a team, and they were required some of the time in 12 a.m. or even in 1 a.m. even in weekends, that just they should come. They should provide support. There's a technical issue. Customers cannot receive internet. They should be present, but never they will ask for accounting. Probably some of the rare cases exist, but mostly you will have a very standard and normal life. If every day you are watching a problem, if you are facing a challenge, the other point is here that it will make you a problem solver. You're working for a company. Every day there is a new challenge. Every day there is a new regulation. A new problem is coming to you, whether with your boss or the person who is leading you, managing you, or the person who is under you. Then everyday challenge with many stakeholders will make you a great problem solver, because even in our practical life, remember always there will be a problem. Remember you will face a sudden problem which you have not even predicted that. So If you face that, you are already an accountant and you're good with dealing with that. You're good in handling that. There is a new rules and regulations coming on your student loan. There's a new rules and regulations coming on your mortgage. Interest rates are going up and down, and your bond and stock investment is variating too much. It's coming down, it's going up. How you can manage? By accountancy. You will already know what those increase and decrease in interest rate will mean for the bond, for your stock, for your investment, or whatsoever. That's a problem solving skill, and exactly by that you will know how to manage it properly and how you benefit from the situation, and most and best point, how you solve it. Other point is about the career growth. Of course, you cannot stay all the time in the same level, and there should be a clear path where you're starting and where you are going to end up. That will really motivate you and will guide you toward the path. You know, many professions exist that even people don't know what position they should start, where they should start, and from what direction they should go ahead. But accountancy is a bit different. In accountancy, it's very normal that you will end up, after your education, you will end up working as a trainee, and after that you will work as a clerk, as assistant, associate officer, senior officer, assistant manager, manager, deputy director, director, and even ending to the board of directorate or CEO of a company. So everything is very clear. You know how much you can learn and how much you can grow. So if you like to know a very standard path of the way, a career growth which all your efforts can benefit you, can be value added toward achieving your dreams, achieving a good position and a job and a career, and meets a career growth, then accountancy is of course for you. One of the biggest points is continual learning, CPD. There is a professional development which is required even with professional bodies. They need you to allocate a portion of your time for studying continually, even if you have covered your education, your certification, qualification. I can tell you about ACCA, CPA, many other CS, CMA, or whatsoever. They need you to have CPD. Continually, you need to have some learning, and that's part of the process. Leave them aside. Even if you work as an accountant, every day you should develop your skill. There is new technology, there is new change to the rules and regulations, and everything is going to change. So you need to learn that. So learning phase is there. Even if you are working for a specific industry, that there will be some rules, regulations, and some requirements of that industry specific that you as accountant need to know. So there will be continual learning all over accountancy. The last but not the least one, you know, the life is not stable. Even you cannot stay in one place for whole your life. Something will happen, or even you will decide to move to a new place, to a new country, to a new city, even to a new industry. The only stable thing which is among all of them is accountancy. Accountancy is the language of the business, language of all businesses, all commerce exists. Then if you suppose leave your own country and you are going to Australia, you're going to another country, you're going to Europe, everything you will find an opportunity to work as an accountant. Then why you should invest your time, your career, your skills, and more than everything, your efforts on something which, if you change your place or your industry, that will be multiplied by 0. There will be no usage of that during that path. So for the easy word, just remember, if you go with the accountancy, and with that accountancy, especially if you know some qualifications, some international certifications, then you will be able to work anywhere, any place in the world, in any industry that will fit you at all. Thank you so much for being with us till end of the video. That's all we have covered about the accountancy world, and now you are clear with considering and comparing all the parts for yourself, you can now understand whether you are ready to go with this stable life of accountant with good salary, normal salary, or no, or whatsoever covered here. You are in a good decision. Even if you have started your accountancy field, you would like to continue that, or you would like to change that. So remember to like this video. That will help us for the algorithm of recognizing this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.